Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. How are you doing? I hope you are all fine. Let me introduce myself. My name is ISTIKA TUFATUL FEBRIANY. I'm from English Education Department. I'm from class 3B and my number present is 7. Here, I will make a presentation about grammar in the material part of speech. Definition of part of speech is a basic part of an English sentence. There are 8 parts, which is commonly abbreviated as Panchavip, which consists of pronoun, adjective, noun, conjunction, adverb, verb, interjection, and preposition. The first thing we will discuss about pronoun. Pronoun has several kinds. Number 1 is personal pronoun. Definition of personal pronoun is a word used to replace the name of person or thing. The following is a personal pronoun based on its placement are: Number 1 is as a subject, namely I, you, we, they, she, he, it. And for example of sentence are I bring a book, he drinks a cup of coffee, and etc. Number 2 is as an object, namely me, you, use, them, her, him, and it. And for example of sentence are she loves me, they kiss her, and etc. And the next is possessive adjective, namely my, your, our, their, her, his, and its. And for example of sentence are my book, your phone, her bags, and etc. The next is possessive pronoun, namely mine, yours, ours, theirs, hers, and his. And for example of sentence are his book, this book is mine, this pen is yours, and etc. And the next is reflexive pronoun, namely myself, yourself, ourself, themselves, herself, itself, and himself. And for example of sentence is I can do be myself. The next is reciprocal pronoun, namely each other and one another. And for example are Santi and Fahmi love each other. They help one another. And the next is demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative pronoun has several kinds, namely singular and plural, which is singular consists to this and that, and plural consists to this and those. And for example are for singular, this is my book, that is my book. And for example of plural are these are my books, those are my books. And the next is indefinite pronoun, namely everybody, anybody, somebody, nobody, everyone, anyone, and etc. And for example are everybody is kind, anybody is not perfect, and etc. And the next is interrogative pronoun, consists to who, what, and whom. And for example is Andy will come here, become who is will come here. Enough for discuss about pronoun, and the next we will discuss about adjective. Adjective is or kata sifat in Indonesia. Definition of adjective is a word used to describe a noun. Adjective has several kinds, include descriptive adjective, distributive adjective, quantitative adjective, and etc. And for example of adjective are kind, with, rude, much, many, every, either, and etc. And for example of sentence are he is so kind, she is so beautiful, and etc. And the next material is noun or kata benda in Indonesia. Definition of noun is the word used to name of object. Noun has several kinds, include countable noun and uncountable noun. An example of noun are teacher, table, chair, water, sugar, salt, and etc. And for example of sentence are he is a smart teacher, I need some salt and sugar, and etc. And the next material is conjunction atau kata hubung in Indonesia. Conjunction has several kinds, include coordinate conjunction, correlative conjunction, subordinative conjunction, and etc. And for example of conjunction are after, before, for, and, nor, and etc. And for example of sentence are after I finish my meal, then I go to school. And the next material is adverb or kata keterangan in Indonesia. Definition of adverb is a word to describe adjective, verb, adverb, and sentence. Adverb has several kinds, include adverb of degree, adverb of manner, adverb of time, and etc. And for example of adverb are here, there, tomorrow, usually, quickly, and etc. And for example are I am here, they are there. And the next material is verb or kata kerja in Indonesia. Verb is a word that describes the activity. And verb has several kinds, include ordinary verb, auxiliary verb, linking verb, and etc. An example of verb are study, work, eat, sleep, run, and etc. And for example is I study every day. And the next material is interjection or kata seru. Interjection is the word used to overflowing emotions. For example of sentence are wow, it is amazing. Oh my god, I love my cell phone. And the next material is preposition or kata depan in Indonesia. Preposition is the prefix of preposition phrase. Preposition has several kinds, include preposition of time, of place, of agent movement, and etc. And for example of sentence is I should leave after breakfast. She sat next to me. Enough for my presentation about material part of speech, and hopefully what I have delivered can be useful. Enough for me. If there are many mistakes, please forgive me. Last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.